Good day. These are your Tribune highlights for Monday, March 9th, 2026, brought to you by Your Daily Bahamas Headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Leading the news today, a Bahamian musician is demanding answers after a corrections officer shot and killed his family dog. Duke Errol Strachan says the 3-year-old canine was shot at his Soldier Road property when corrections officers came to serve documents. According to reports, the dog began barking and approaching the officers when one officer drew his weapon and fired, killing the animal. The incident, which was captured on video and widely shared on social media, has sparked public outrage. Mr. Strachan says the dog posed no serious threat and believes the officer acted too quickly. The Department of Correctional Services is expected to review the matter as calls grow for clearer policies on how officers handle situations involving animals. In other news, officials are seeking extensions after missing the legal deadline for filing financial disclosures. Ministers Munroe and Zane Lightbourne confirmed that they requested additional time to complete the filings required under the Public Disclosure Act. Meanwhile, police in Grand Bahama are investigating a violent weekend that claimed the life of 17-year-old Gutero Foster, who was fatally stabbed outside a nightclub. Authorities say the incident was one of 2 deadly stabbings on the island within a 24-hour period. In crime news, police report that a suspect connected to the second murder in the 8 Mile Rock stabbing incident has turned himself in to authorities. Investigations into that case continue. On the political front, Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard says an FNM administration would fully implement the Ombudsman Act and the Freedom of Information Act, promising greater accountability and transparency in government. Turning to business news, developers behind the proposed $6.5 billion GIN project in West End say they are moving forward despite an ongoing dispute with the government over unpaid property taxes. Developer Shane Coakley says the group is continuing its plans while legal issues over tax assessments are resolved. In a related matter, the Department of Inland Revenue says it is not satisfied with a proposed 35% settlement offer on tax arrears connected to the property, arguing that the land may be significantly undervalued. Elsewhere in business, the proposed Royal Beach Club initial public offering has been delayed again. Royal Caribbean executives say the APO, which would allow Bahamians to purchase shares in the Paradise Island project, is taking longer as discussions with the government continue, and the government says about $60 million in improvements are planned for Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day destination, including expanded employee facilities and infrastructure to support the tourism workforce. In the editorial, the Tribune questions whether the corrections officer involved in the dog shooting acted too quickly, arguing that clearer training and guidelines are needed when officers encounter animals while performing their duties. The editorial also raises concerns about delays in enforcing financial disclosure laws, stressing that transparency requirements should be taken seriously to maintain public trust in government. In letters to the editor, one writer warns about what they describe as growing immigration pressures and urges leaders to carefully manage national policies affecting population and citizenship. Before we close, a reminder that you can purchase a copy of the Tribune or visit their website to read the full stories and many more in today's edition. And remember, staying informed is one of the most powerful tools any citizen can have. As the saying goes, knowledge is power. These have been your Tribune highlights brought to you by Your Daily Bahamas Headlines. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.